Hello and welcome. It's time for our next Lenten devotional reading for Lent 2021. I'm Pastor Burke Owens, and this is the St. Helena United Methodist Church in Napa Valley. So we are now on chapter 8 of Matthew. We're reading a chapter every couple of days of this wonderful gospel, the first gospel in the New Testament. And we've gone through the birth and the beginning of his ministry. And we've gone through the Sermon on the Mount, which is full of amazing, inspiring teachings, some of his greatest. But there's still more. So now let's hear what happens in Matthew, chapter 8, Matthew. When Jesus had come down from the mountain, large crowds followed him. A man with a skin disease came, kneeled before him, and said, "Lord, if you want, you can make me clean." Jesus reached out his hand and touched him, saying, "I do want to. Become clean." Instantly his skin disease was cleansed. Jesus said to him, "Don't say anything to anyone. Instead, go and show yourself to the priest and offer the gift that Moses commanded. This will be a testimony to them." When Jesus went to Capernaum, a centurion approached, pleading with him, "Lord, my servant is flat on his back at home, paralyzed, and his suffering is awful." Jesus responded, "I'll come and heal him." But the centurion replied, "Lord, I don't deserve to have you come under my roof. Just say the word and my servant will be healed. I'm a man under authority with soldiers under me. I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes. And I say to my servant, 'Do this,' and my servant does it." When Jesus heard this, he was impressed and said to the people around him, "I say to you with all seriousness that even in Israel I haven't found faith like this. I say to you that there are many who will come from east and west and sit down to eat with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom will be thrown outside into the darkness. People there will be weeping and grinding their teeth." Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, it will be done for you just as you have believed." And his servant was healed that very moment. Jesus went home with Peter and saw Peter's mother-in-law lying in bed with a fever. He touched her hand and her fever left her. Then she got up and served them. That evening, people brought to Jesus many who were demon-possessed. He threw the spirits out with just a word. He healed everyone who was sick. This happened so that when what Isaiah the prophet said would be fulfilled, "He is the one who took our illnesses and carried away our diseases." Now, when Jesus saw the crowd, he ordered his disciples to go over to the other side of the lake. A legal expert came and said to him, "Teacher, I'll follow you wherever you go." Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens, and the birds in the sky have nests, but the human one has no place to lay his head." Another man, one of his disciples, said to him, "Lord, first let me go out and bury my father." But Jesus said to him, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their own dead." When Jesus got into a boat, his disciples followed him. A huge storm arose on the lake, so that waves were sloshing over the boat, but Jesus was asleep. They came and woke him, and saying, "Lord, rescue us, we're going to drown." He said to them, "Why are you afraid, you people of weak faith?" Then he got up and gave orders to the winds and the lake, and there was a great calm. The people were amazed and said, "What kind of person is this? Even the winds and the lake obey him." When Jesus arrived on the other side of the lake in the country of Gadarenes, two men who were demon-possessed came from among the tombs to meet him. They were so violent that nobody could travel on the road. They cried out, "What are you going to do with us, Son of God? Have you come to torture us before the time of judgment?" Far off in the distance, a large herd of pigs was feeding. The demons pleaded with him, "If you throw us out, send us into the herd of pigs." Then he said to the demons, "Go away." And they came out and went into the pigs. The whole herd rushed down the cliff into the lake and drowned. Those who tended the pigs ran into the city and told everything that had happened to the demon-possessed men. Then the whole city came out and met Jesus. When they saw him, they pleaded with him to leave their region. Matthew chapter 8. We'll be back soon with chapter 9 of Matthew. Take care.